Hello, welcome back to Reunited. What a day is all I can say. What a day surrounding Manchester United, surrounding Marcus Rashford, surrounding Ruben Amorim, even surrounding Harry Maguire, believe it or not. I'm so glad I didn't do my video this morning, because it would have been a lot different had I have done the video this morning to what I'm going to do now. But let's get straight into it. So, Marcus Rashford, here we go again. So Marcus Rashford has been rumoured to Napoli in a swap deal for Victor Osimhen. How true this is, I don't know. All I can say is that it's come from very credible sources. Sky Sports obviously been the biggest one, Fabrizio Romano, James Luckhurst, the MEN. All these journalists, news outlets have reported this today. So what do I think about this? Well, one thing is, I've always rated Victor Osimhen. I've always thought he's been a very good striker, but my only question is can he do it on the biggest stage, which is obviously in the Premier League. We've had a lot of players in the past, that have been very good in Europe, but have failed. There's no two ways about that have failed at Manchester United. It's not only the Premier League that's a big ask, it's Manchester United itself. It comes with a very big burden. You have to be a certain character, I think, to deal with it. But then there's not only that, does Victor Osimhen want to even come to Manchester United? I don't know. Can Napoli match Marcus Rashford's demands with his wages? I don't know about that either. But what I can say is, excuse me, just having a drink. What I can say is, I just want right now Marcus Rashford to leave Manchester United. It's almost inevitable that Marcus Rashford's going to leave. It's just, when is he going to leave? Me personally, I don't think that we can wait till the summer. There's a really bad smell around Manchester United with this Marcus Rashford saga, and it's almost obvious. We can't afford to go another 6 months until the summer, bearing in mind we're in one of the worst positions in the league in this moment in time. We can't afford to go 6 months down the line with Marcus Rashford still roaming around. We not only can we not afford it in his wages, I mean his wages are absolute disgrace anyway, but we can't afford for that to be lingering over the players' heads, because they've got a massive 6 months ahead of him. I mean, it's almost unthinkable what they've got ahead of him. But yeah, so my opinion on how Marcus Rashford's conducted himself these past few weeks, I mean, just the interview alone with Henry Winter of the Daily Mail, not telling Manchester United about it, not telling Ruben Amorim about it, the fact that he's gone off his own back and spoken to the Daily Mail and gone, do you know what, I'm ready for a new challenge. Well, who do you think you are? You're not bigger than the club. You never will be bigger than the club. Out of the 8 or 9 seasons you've been here, you've probably had 2 good seasons and the rest have been mediocre. You look at the past, you look at Van Nistelrooy, Roy Keane, David Beckham, all world-class players. They was chopped straight away by Manchester United. Whenever they crossed that line, they was chopped and they were gone. Marcus Rashford wouldn't even be able to polish their boots, and that's a fact. So, in this moment in time, the best thing for Manchester United is if Marcus Rashford parts ways, out the door, see you later. Which actually leads me on to talk about his PR. Marcus Rashford's PR, honestly, they would not have, talking about Christmas bonuses, they will not have had a Christmas bonus this year off Marcus Rashford if they've got any braid in the head, is all I'll say. Why would you publish the article to the Daily Mail, not even tell your manager? Then why would Marcus Rashford come on Instagram publishing about news articles stating false news about potential transfers. Like, that's crazy. Why are you even talking? No one even listens to the Sun anyway. No one even pays attention to the Sun. So why are you spending time talking about an outlet from the Sun? Because you've already given an interview to the Daily Mail. So what does it make a difference? Everybody's talking about you, and I don't even know how you're this relevant, but everyone just seems to be talking about you. So I don't get that, and I just think it's a blessing in disguise that this article has come out about Napoli, because I'll be honest, I didn't want to get to the end of January where we've had no interest. The only interest we've had is from Saudi, and we're stuck with you for the next 6 months, paying you 325 grand a week to be doing nothing. It's not all doom and gloom. Yeah, you might be surprised, but it's not all doom and gloom. So Ruben Amorim's press conference today, he's made it clear about contract talks for Amad Diallo, which I think's fantastic news. I think Amad Diallo's been an absolute revelation at Manchester United, especially for Ruben Amorim. But the main one that I want to talk about is owed Harry Maguire. So Ruben Amorim's confirmed that Manchester United have activated Harry Maguire's 1-year extension. So he was set to expire the end of this season. So they've activated the 1-year extension clause, which will take him to the end of 2026. Now, this might be controversial, but I don't think that this is a bad move from Manchester United. I think that Lisandro Martinez has been absolutely trash for the last 4 games. Absolutely clueless. He's been exposed in the box, ball watching, just all the base. He's struggling getting the basics right. Matthias de Ligt, I think de Ligt's played. He's struggled at times, but I think he showed consistency. Obviously, Lenny Yoro, he's growing, and he needs that experience. I think Harry Maguire has done a lot better since the captaincy's been stripped, and I think you just need that mature figure in the dressing room. You need that mature figure on the pitch, almost somebody to look up to when you compare him to the likes of, no disrespect, Marcus Rashford, who's been absolutely terrible by the way he's been conducting himself on the pitch, poor attitude, absolutely terrible PR by the way on social media. At least Harry Maguire gives you that professionalism and that senior character. So moving swiftly on to the weekend, obviously the biggest game on the calendar year, Liverpool versus Manchester United. Could you say it couldn't have come at a worse time, or maybe a better time for Manchester United? One thing I will say, I'm very glad that the news outlet came out today again, because we're going into one of the biggest games of the season. If Marcus Rashford wanted to make a name for himself and, you know, the Rashford reboot, I don't know how many reboots he's had at Manchester United, that could have impacted this game so negatively. But I'm glad that the news outlets out there about Rashford and Napoli. But the one thing I will say is that this is obviously it's a derby. Anything can happen. There's been absolutely crazy games in the past with Liverpool, Manchester United, good and bad. But me personally, I don't think that this will be a 5-0 win to Liverpool. I think it could be a 1-0 game. Either way, despite our form, despite Liverpool's form, yes, Liverpool are the best team in the world at the minute on current form, but this is a derby. This could go either way. I'm hoping for a Manchester United win, obviously. I'd take a draw right now. But let me know in the comments what you think the score's going to be. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to everybody that's already watched the videos. Thank you to everybody that's already subscribed. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.